I agree with you. They do great stuff for the players, but why did Soto decide he'd rather be a Met? And don't tell me it's over the $5 million. I don't want to hear that.
Well,
And
wait a
we've heard
minute,
a couple
John.
things.
You're making like it was just $5 million.
Well, that's
It
what it
ain't more than
was.
$5 million.
Well, it
The
was.
Yankees offered a 16-year contract. The Mets offered a
Oh well, I
15-year
mean,
contract.
when he's 42, that doesn't matter. I mean, how much is he worth at age 42? The fact is, it's $5 million more. So it's not about the 5 million. You think it was
It's
that extra
$5 million
year?
more a year.
That
Well,
that extra year. What is his value? That extra year at age 42? It's limited. It's mild. There's no money. This really was
I
not.
mean,
You
well, let
think it
me.
was about the money? Okay. Well, you tell me why you think it was about the money. I guess.
well, I think it was about the money, and from what I've heard, I think Toronto was willing to even go higher. The Mets were a perfect situation for him. I think that the Yankees went to places that was not comfortable at all, and they still were willing to go there. They wanted the player. The player
Right.
was treated unbelievably well as a Yankee, especially by the fans. They actually adored him and showered him with love. So it had to come down to other things. The Yankees were not, they were not going to give him a suite. They just weren't. They were not going to give his mother a wardrobe. They were not going to give him 24-hour security on the road and at home. They just weren't going to do that because how do you not do that for Aaron Judge? I just think the Mets put a lot on the plate. And I truly believe that if the Yankees said, okay, we'll give you exactly what the Mets are giving you, then Steve Cohen would have given more. I think this was a piece of art for Steve Cohen that he was not going to be outbid for. He just wasn't.
But Mike, I just again on this is he settled at 765.
Mm-hmm.
If he really wanted to be a Yankee, couldn't he say, if you make it 16 at 765, I'm yours?
Well, but it's not 765, it's 810 because they're going to pick up that option.
Well, we'll worry about that when after the
I mean, who
Yankees sell
knows? We
to
don't
a
know on
hedge
the
fund.
option. We don't
Yeah.
know. We
Really?
thought that with
They're not
Cole.
going to
It
pick up
didn't.
the $5 million a year option to make it 51 a year. Let's make a bet. Let's bet our lives that that gets picked up. Other than if
Well,
he
I don't
breaks
want
his leg.
to. Who wins that situation? Someone's going to lose very badly in that one, right? And the winner is like, yeah, my friend is dead. I don't think that's going to work out. But we
So
would
you
have
don't
thought that
think it
with
has
Cole,
anything to
right?
do with
Cole, we
money?
thought was going to get that extra year. It didn't happen. So it's not really that
But you
predictable.
don't think it
To
has
me, it
anything to
doesn't
do with
look like
money?
it's what.
You don't think it has anything to do with money?
Oh, I not the 5 million or the extra year. No, I don't think so. I mean, yeah, maybe ultimately he thinks that Cohn is going to spend more on the team, and the team may improve because of that. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, money's always involved, and I agree with you. Right, if the Yankees had gone higher, the Mets would have gone higher still. But it did feel at the end that he did prefer the Mets for some reason. I don't know. I mean, do you put any stock in? We'd heard that I think it was a family member was booted by a security guy with the Yankees. And then, I talked to Vlad Guerrero Jr., and he remembered something from 20 years ago when he was 4 years old when he was booted by security. I mean, isn't security supposed to be there for the safety of the players, not to hassle family members? I don't get that.
Well, I mean, again, we're not exactly sure what happened there. And security is tight at Yankee Stadium. Joel had one of the best lines of all time at the old Yankee Stadium. There were checkpoints, and at the fifth checkpoint, they asked Joel for his credential, and he said to the guard, "If I got this far, don't you think I should be able to get through? I mean, don't you think I've
The
like
line
beaten this
actually,
guy?"
Mike, if you want it, is at this point you should be congratulating me instead of hassling me.
Right. It's a great line, but you can't let everybody in the clubhouse. Aaron Judge's family doesn't come in the clubhouse. I mean, these guys.
Well, I don't
I
think she
mean,
was in the clubhouse, but I mean, you see an elderly woman. I don't know how elderly. I actually don't know his mother, but you see a woman who's in her late middle age looking for Juan Soto. You got to figure, okay, this is Juan Soto's mother, or let me ask if she's Juan Soto. Not, I don't know. I mean, I wasn't there, but I did hear that this was an issue at some point. Soto's not going to talk about it. He's not going to make a thing about it. But it did feel like there was something he felt about the Mets and the family and all that. Anyway, that's just my
well,
take, not yours.
again, I've heard, things I've read is that Soto wanted to come back to the Yankees and his mother wanted him to go to the Mets. Everybody listens to their mom.
Right, that could be, and part of it could have been that security issue, but maybe it was the suite, maybe it was whatever, right? But yeah, I do believe that the mother did prefer the Mets. I don't know what Juan Soto preferred, but I'm
Right.
with you on that.
Maybe it's about that joyless thing I was talking about before, which includes the over security of the Yankees. Like it's the beyond the let's keep them safe uh feeling around the team is no good.